Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the weekly beat. This is YMB Snake Eye. We have a lot of things to cover today, so I'll just jump right in. First off, we lost a couple gamers this past week, and it's really sad because they were young, in control and Crucial B. So rest in peace to those two guys. Um, and it goes without saying, I didn't know them. But it's always sad to see somebody young like that pass on. So that being said, we're gonna move on to the first topic, um, which I kind of feel bad covering, but you know, it, not really because it's funny. Um, so the first thing I wanted to cover was um, the whole gaming girl fiasco. Obviously, gaming girl is a term created by like the mainstream media because it's just easier for them to talk about. But so apparently, this girl Bella um, or Belle, I don't even know how to say it. Uh, she was banned on Instagram um, for, I guess, pornographic imagery. Um, and let me just get to the root of this whole situation. People are mad at her because she sold her bathwater. Now, it seems like a funny thing. It seems like a ridiculous thing, um, but they're mad because she probably makes more money selling her bathwater than most people do working 8 hours a day. That's why they're mad. That's why it's ridiculous. She found this crazy loophole. People are willing to buy it. Um, I think it's crazy, but does it really surprise you in 2019 with the internet? No, it doesn't surprise me. Um, so if she did break the terms, okay, whatever. But to just go after her because you're mad that she's making money doing that, um, I mean, that's like a typical hater move. So, uh, you know, me personally, I wouldn't just go after her because she's doing something like that. Um, if people are willing to buy it, I mean, I don't understand. Uh, it's one of those things. People, it just gets people mad. They just get really. I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious that people are willing to buy it. So you know, whatever. She set up a new Instagram, and you know that's it. I think she's gonna do what she's gonna do, and she really doesn't care what anyone thinks. So um, I just thought it was funny. It's not really important, but so next up, we got Star Citizen. Now, I don't want to. I don't want to piss off anybody when it comes to this game because I have a very cynical view of this game. Um, it's so they just released a new patch and they made a lot of different changes in this patch. I was reading though that people are still having issues with the overall like frames of the game, that it's not running smooth still. Um, but this is a lot of issues that they worked on. And if you look here, these are all the major bug fixes. Um, First off, let me say that I really hope that this game comes out. I really hope that this game comes out. Um, because I don't like to see a bunch of people uh, get screwed over like that. I don't like that. Um, people, I mean, this game crowdfunded so much money, but it doesn't look. I mean, look, if that's your major bugs list, it doesn't look like it's anywhere close to being released. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say that. um, I'm glad that they're still working on it. They're trying to get it out. Uh, but I maybe they need to hire more people. You know, maybe they need more expertise. I don't know. I don't know what their internal situation is, but it's not good. The game, uh, the game should be in a much better place. I mean, it's been many years. I don't even remember when this whole thing kicked off. But I hope, for the sake of everyone who invested in this game and is waiting for this game. I mean, how many games like it have come out in the time period people have been waiting for this game? All right. Yeah, you can say, yeah, No Man's Sky was a disaster. Um, and then but there that's a different game. And that is a totally different experience than what people want from Star Citizen. From Star Citizen, they want to like feel like they live in space. They want to be able to do everything. Um, but I forget the name of the title. Like a couple months ago, a sim came out that was pretty dang cool. It was, I mean, you could do so much. It was so complex. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they need to pull back their scope, reevaluate the scope of the game, and just kind of focus on the core elements and just get something out. You know what I mean? Just perfect some core elements. You know, flying. Uh, maybe have a few set hubs for the players. Just perfect those hubs, and then slowly, incrementally add in more hubs later on. I don't know. Um, you know, I'm not a manager. I'm not a project manager, so I don't know. But it just seems to me like you know there's something very wrong here. Uh, so, but I don't want to trash the game because I haven't played it. I just know it's not done, and it's been a long time, and people are upset. So I hope they fix it. I really do. I don't want everyone to be out of all this money and time uh, that they invested, hoping that this game would come out and it would be a good game. So, come on. I really hope they get things moving. So the next thing up that was kind of big this week, that made it all over, was the fact that there's a class action lawsuit against Nintendo for Joy-Con drift. Now, if you own a Switch, you know what it is. If you don't own a Switch and you're not sure what Joy-Con drift is, it's basically where the controller becomes basically defective and starts having like phantom inputs. And so, because of those phantom inputs, you can't use it anymore because it messes up whatever you're trying to do, whatever game you're trying to do. So it basically, essentially, the controller is broken. Now, it's a common enough issue that they were actually to start a class action lawsuit. Um, Now, basically, all that means is that they're going to basically prove this issue that it was big enough that it affected so many people, and then they're going to try to recruit as many people as possible, and then they're going to try to get, a settlement from Nintendo. So I think Nintendo had a good response. Um, this is their response right here. Please complete the form below to have your Joy-Con repaired. You'll receive a confirmation and instruction email within 24 hours once your repair is set up. You will receive an email with shipping instructions and a link to your shipping label. Each Joy-Con will be evaluated by our technicians for final warranty coverage. So, I mean, they're definitely going head in on this, trying to stem. They're possibly they're trying to prevent the growing of the class action lawsuit, because I just want to be clear. I read an article that stated that, the way our law system works in America is that if and also I want to say that I believe the company, the law firm that started this, um, I don't know if they were an American law firm, so I yeah, I can't remember. I did read the class action lawsuit, but I don't remember where they're from. But in America, if Nintendo takes this course of action, it doesn't affirm guilt. It doesn't mean they're guilty. So they cannot use this action in the class action lawsuit against Nintendo. They can't say, "Ha, now you're fixing them. See, I knew it. You were wrong." No, they can't do that. So that just protects consumers, if you think about it, because if a company fixing a product confirmed guilt, nobody would fix anything. It would just be a bunch of people denying everything. So we don't want that. So they're allowed to fix this without affecting the class the class action lawsuit. Um so yeah, it's great that they're doing this. People should get their stuff fixed. And then on the other side with the class action lawsuit, totally sign up for it. I'm in one right now with Equifax, and when these companies screw up, they need to be held accountable, because who knows how much money people spent buying new Joy-Cons or trying to get theirs fixed. So by all means, take part in the class action lawsuit, recoup some of your funds lost for buying Joy-Cons. It's as simple as that. And take your broken ones and send them to Nintendo and have them fix them as well. Take advantage of the situation. It's only benefiting you as a consumer and as a gamer. You don't want to just say, "Well, we shouldn't sue Nintendo because they're fixing them now." Well, no, this is not going to have any impact on that class action lawsuit. So you might as well just take advantage of it. Get whatever Joy-Cons you can get fixed and recoup some funds. So yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty standard procedure when it comes to um, companies that have a very definable issue that needs to be resolved. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. I think Nintendo's doing the right thing. I think the class action lawsuit people are doing the right thing. So let's just hope that they don't try to pocket all the money for themselves, because I've been in a lot of class action lawsuits where I think one of them I got like 40 cents. So it doesn't always mean you're gonna make a lot of money, but we'll see. Um, so next up, we got this. This is a very serious topic, and it's one that I don't think enough people care about. Um, so here we have this article from PC Gamer. Uh, China's anti-addiction regulations put American game developers in an awkward moral situation. So basically, all that's saying is that because China is so strict with what they want their people to see, I mean, they're a communist country. They don't want their citizens knowing certain things. I mean, if you look on the news right now, I mean, Hong Kong is in an uproar. I mean, they're having thousands of protesters in the street. They're tear gassing them. I mean, it's pretty severe. So the Chinese leadership, they try to censor as much as possible anything that they think could um, cause dissent or cause loss of control. So here you have this situation where developers are basically changing the way they treat their gamers because of China, because they want to get in that market, because, you know, I don't know the statistics, but I think the a large chunk of gamers in the world are Chinese. So these companies, they want that market, but there's some concessions. So here, let's go down here. I found something interesting. All right. So it talks about so basically it says that in China, when you sign up for certain games, you have to use your national ID. Okay, that would be like, hey, I want to go play World of Warcraft. Oh, okay, we need your social security number. We need a picture of your license to play a game. And then what they do is these game companies, because China wants, the Chinese government wants this, these game companies actually track your game time and send it to the government. That's what they do. Hey, oh, hey, so and so played 16 hours of World of Warcraft, right? And then the Chinese officials, they get these lists, and now in China, they have these social credit systems where they rate you on your social behavior, and they go, oh shit, so and so is playing 16 hours a day of WoW. Man, he is a loser. So guess what? We're gonna lower his social credit score. And now he's not gonna be able to enjoy certain things like, I don't know, getting a passport and leaving the country. I mean, I don't know the details of it, but it's pretty bad. And companies like Tencent, um, you know, I guess League of Legends has a special version in China that monitors their players' playtime. And if you're under a certain age, it'll kick you out of the game. It won't even let you play. So it's important when people get mad and they get upset about censoring games. This is why. This is why, because this is where it can lead to. It can lead to you having to sign into a game with your social security number and your ID and then the government being sent naughty reports that you played games for too much this week. That's why censorship is bad in some cases, and that's why we have to oppose it. Gamers have to oppose it. I mean, in the long run, it does nothing. Um, Here's a famous example I like to use: the Neo Geo. The Neo Geo was censored in the United States. I think it has green blood or no blood at all on a lot of the games. But in Japan, they had blood. So if you wanted to get a Neo Geo, you would get if you wanted blood, you would get, in some games, I guess you could turn it on, but you would get a Japanese system. But here's the thing: Japanese system could only play it in Japanese. So to get a modded, to get a Neo Geo in 2019, most people had to get a universal BIOS mod to enable English and enable blood. So it's like all these things do is create a headache for gamers in the future. It creates a headache now, but it also creates a headache for collectors, for everyone. The biggest headache is for the developers. They have to keep going back and changing things. I mean, it's just a waste of time. I mean, when will we learn that this isn't the right course? So yeah, I just wanted to cover that. I mean, it's a very important issue to me. I'm just not a fan of censoring all this stuff. I think parents, don't go out and buy your kids adult games if they're, little kids. Don't buy them adult games. If you see they have an adult game, take it. Limit their playtime. Don't let them play 16 hours a day. I think as an adult gamer, I don't want to buy censored games because Billy decided to, I don't know, buy a game on Amazon without his parents' consent. I don't need to be babysit because of Billy. All right, this argument always fails in my eyes. The censorship argument. I don't need to be reminded that I'm playing the game every hour because Billy decided he was going to play the game for 16 hours one day. That's not my problem. Okay? So, companies, stop catering to China's censorship. And stop trying to, put these blanket rules on everyone. I'm an adult. I want to play the game. Let me play the game. Parents, monitor your kids. Take care of your kids. End of discussion. I really don't see why people try to force this stuff down everybody's throat. So that's just my opinion. You probably don't agree with me. If you're a parent, you're probably mad at me. I don't have kids. But if I did, I wouldn't let them have certain games. And I'm pretty sure I would stick by that idea. So sorry to get so hardcore there. But to kind of close things up, I'm going to cover the Evo lineup. This is pretty surprising to me. I've been to Evo before. Okay, here we go. We have Smash, 3,492 players. That's incredible. That just shows how good of a game Smash is. It's the final game at Evo. Street Fighter 1,929. I believe that's down from last year. I think last year they had over 2,000. Um, Tekken 7, 1885. That is actually, I'm impressed with that, you know? Tekken usually dies off fairly quickly, but this is not bad at all. Um, Samurai Showdown 1700, that's pretty good. It's a niche group of people that play that game, but yo, if you check out Samurai Showdown, it's fun. The mechanics are simple. It stays true to like Samurai Showdown 2. Um, I have it. I love it. The only thing is they can fix the menu system up and improve online net play. But other than that, it's a great game. Um, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm not surprised. It just came out, but it's always been a smaller community. Um, I think Eunice is Under Night. I'm not 100% sure, but that's pretty good. Dragon Ball Fighter Z losing some steam. Soul Calibur 6. Soul Calibur, it's hard to get people to play that game. I don't know why. I think maybe they just need to try something new. And Blaze Blue, still holding on. Those anime players still going strong. I respect that. So yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. Smash doing great. Street Fighter, Tekken still doing good, along with Samurai Showdown. Mortal Kombat, that's what I expected. But Dragon Ball, uh, kind of, lagging behind. But I still think it's a good game. So, um, yeah, I just want to close with something a little bit more positive. And I just want to put it out into the universe. Let's get another Marvel vs. Capcom game. Dragon Ball Fighter Z is a great game, but it's not Marvel. Let's get another Marvel game. That would be amazing. Marvel Infinite, they screwed up on that. So let's get another Marvel game. And yeah, I'll be checking out Evo this year. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please subscribe. Check us out at gamesIbeat.com and at gamesIbeat at Twitter. Thanks everyone, and have a great rest of your weekend.